Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel again. So today I'm going to start catching up with some of the videos that I've been meaning to do for a while, and we're going to start with showing you my completed BAR setup as I show you the belt and then never got around to showing you the complete weapon. So let's make a start. Alright then, so what have we got on here for you? So basically this is a web gear that's set up to be used anywhere in the European Theatre of Operations, D-Day and onwards. So you've got no really late only war equipment on here. It's all something that would be perfectly acceptable to do for a Normandy impression. So obviously the most important part of this web gear setup is the bar belt itself really. So you've got your standard bar belt here, 3 pouches on each side, 2 magazines in each pouch. I've actually got the pouches full. If I pop this one up here, this magazine I keep full, so this has got the full 20 rounds in it, and this is used to show people the weight of them, that I can hand this over to the public. They can get a feel of exactly how much weight is in these. The other 11 magazines have only got a few rounds in each. I did fill them all up when I first got it, just to see how bad this weapon is. It's really obnoxious, I don't recommend it. Completely unnecessary for when you're just doing small events like what I do. The public aren't going to know if your magazines are full and they're not going to care. So I just put a few rounds in each one so they looked like they had some rounds in them. And then after the bar belt itself, probably the next most important thing on the web gear is the haversack. So we've got a standard M1928 haversack here with an M1943 E-tool in it. Now the E-tool's not attached on the hangers. Why I call them wire hangers, you know what I mean, under the meat can pouch. What is the actual name for them? Someone tell me please. That would really help me out so I don't keep looking like a moron. Anyway, that's just slid between the meat can pouch and the haversack, so you can easily access it. I've got original pictures of soldiers that have done that. It also means I can use the same E-tool for multiple impressions, because I've actually got a shortage of E-tools. I need a few more. Anyway, the meat can pouch has got an original mess kit inside it with the original utensils, and then inside the haversack itself you've just got half of an original 1931, I believe, pup tent with the pulls and the pegs and the ropes. It's just got an extra undervest in there and some rations, so nothing too fancy in the haversack. I didn't want to really bulge it out and make it look ridiculously big. Then onto the bar belt's accessories if you'd like. So on the right hand side here is where I've put my canteen. Keep on note that because I am considerably bigger than your average World War II soldier of 5'7" or 5'8", whatever they were, with their 30-inch waist, the pouches on me, the back one, which would normally be a lot further round on someone smaller, is on the side. So I have to set things up a little bit different to what you might see in the manual. So I've got the canteen on the far back one here, and that's perfect position just down the side of my leg. So this is a lovely original M1941 canteen pouch, you know, the reinforced one that people often say are for paratroopers, but they're not actually a paratrooper specific thing at all. Nice one of them, original canteen and cup inside there. On the other side, we've got an M6 scabbard with an M3 fighting knife inside it. This is a reproduction one, which I've dyed just so it doesn't look bright orange, because they do have a real nasty colour to them sometimes. Got that with the reproduction M3 fighting knife. I haven't come across an original yet, and even if I had an original M6 scabbard, these old leather things, I don't like to use them because they're fragile, you don't want to destroy them. What I want to change this for is a M8 scabbard. So the M8 scabbard is a lot better for me, or a lot better for everyone really. They're not 10 foot long, they don't flap around as badly. And then lastly on the bar belt itself, we've got the first aid pouch. Now I've fitted it right at the front here. I know people are going to say that in the manual it should be at the back, and you're right, but I've seen photos of them with it in the back, in the middle pouch and at the front, so I think we're all good here. And if I put it to the middle pouch, then it hits this M6 scabbard and it's just a pain in the arse, so I didn't want to do that. And I didn't think I could do a video on the weapon without showing you the lovely deactivated BAR that I'm lucky enough to be able to use with it. So this, I don't know the date on this rifle, I haven't checked the serial number or anything yet on it, but this is a really nice example of a BAR I've got. Obviously I'm in the UK, so this doesn't work, so don't get any funny ideas anyone. But I thought you'd like to just see it with the setup of the bar itself. And it's actually not as uncomfortable as you can think. I mean, I often just stand like this when I'm at events, and you know, you take the weight of this on your shoulders. You get yourself a nice shelf on the bar belt itself. So this is not as uncomfortable as you might think. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's certainly a slightly less common impression, and I do like to get it out every so often just to see, so people see something a bit different, because BARs aren't overly common in the UK, never, even less so someone who actually has the weapon and everything that goes with it. So I like to use this instead of a Garand or a carbine every so often, just so the public gets to see something a little bit different. So I'm really happy with how this impression came out overall. put that bar down for a minute because they're not built for holding whilst trying to speak very loudly to a camera whilst being a fat lad. So we'll put that down there so I aren't passing out on you. So yeah, we've got the belt, all of the accessories that you really need for it. I don't think there's anything else you want to be putting on it. I don't think you'd be wanting to put compass pouches and stuff like that on this impression. I've not seen pictures of it, so I wouldn't do something like that. Note on the BAR that has no carry handle. I took the carry handle off because I've seen no evidence of them having a carry handle during the war. As far as I can tell, that was something that was always added after the war. So no carry handles on your bars, take them off, people. And just a couple of notes. Yes, I've got some face fur at the minute. That's because the season has basically finished, and during the winter I tend to have a beard. So before anyone says, well, you shouldn't have a beard when you're doing your bar gunner's impression, at an event I wouldn't have a beard. So everyone calm the fuck down, don't worry about it. And the other thing, my corporal stripes, obviously that's not really suitable for the bar impression either, but this is my original undershirt. I'm not going to start cutting badges and stuff off it. But at an event I'd always have my M41 jacket on if I've got the bar out, which I've removed all the rankings from so that that's suitable, so no one has to worry about saying, oh, a corporal wouldn't have a BAR. All right, you're right. And I have changed my jacket to fit around that. So that's basically it for just a quick showing of the bar weapon. Now that's all done and I'm happy with it. Like I say, the only thing I really want to change is the actual scabbard hair. For an M8 scabbard, that would just be a lot more practical. These are so long, it's just ridiculous. I really only want to be using this when I'm doing an airborne thing and I've got it on my leg, which is very rare these days. So what do you think? Leave us some comments down below. Have I got anything wrong? Think there's anything I need to change? Any original photos or anything you might have, send them over to Facebook at Truffles Living History on Facebook. If I can have more reference photos, I can always improve things. But hopefully this has helped some guys who are lucky enough to have a BAR, or just doing an impression of the weapon like I have here. Hopefully that'll help you get it correct. I think this has come out pretty well and not too off. Like I say, I know the first aid pouch thing, some people are going to say it shouldn't be at the front. Change it in the future and I'll get that scabbard, but you don't want that whacking against this all the time. And there are pictures of these being mounted all over the place on bar belts and on cartridge belts, so don't overthink that too much. So thanks again for watching the channel, everyone. Any question you've got on the bar belt or anything in the background here, just shout me a message in the comments section. I will get back to you. So thanks a lot and I'll see you soon.